Hello, my name's Emma from Pineapple Fibre Arts, and this is my series of video tutorials on how to make all the crochet stitches you'll need to make my mandala kits.
This video is about the magic circle. They're great ways to start working in the round because they're nice and flexible to work into, but then you can pull them really tight. So here we've got two starting circles of 6 DCs. This, as you can see, they're quite different sizes. This one here is made into a magic circle, and as you can see, it's been pulled really nice and tight so you can barely see the gap in the middle. Whereas this one is made into 6 chain stitches worked into a circle. And obviously you can't pull that as tight. You could use 4 chain stitches slip stitched into a circle, but that's really fiddly to work into, which is why I love a magic circle. You've got the flexibility of the space to work into, and then you can put it really tight. Move these out the way and we'll show you how. So now we're going to make our magic circle. So we've got our yarn, got the cut end at this end, and we're going to wrap it around 2 fingers. It just makes it easier to do. So we cross the active yarn over like that. So we've got 2 bits of yarn around our fingers. Hook under the first one, grab the second one with your hook and pull it underneath, twisting your hook round as you go. And then if you work a quick chain stitch, it will hold it all together. Then when you take your fingers out and turn it round, you've got a nice big circle to work in. You've got your active yarn here and then a nice short little tail. So most of my patterns start with either 6 or 8 DCs into the ring. So that's what I'm going to do here. There's another tutorial for DCs, so I'm just going to work through these quite quickly. So that's 2 and then 3, 5 and 6. Now this is why we're doing a magic circle. So if I hold on to my stitches here, as you can see there's a nice big gap that I've been working into there. So if I hold on to my stitches and then if I get hold of the tail of the yarn and I can start to pull it, I close up the circle so it's nice and tight. You can barely see the gap that was the huge gap that I was working into. So now when I slip stitch to close the circle, there's barely any visible gap in the middle, but it wasn't really fiddly and horrible to do. So just slip stitch it to close there, and there we go. That's a magic circle with 6 DCs worked into it. So we'll go through that once more. We're wrapping the yarn around 2 fingers crossed over at the bottom. Set the hook under the first one and grab the second one and twist your hook as you put it through. Then grab an end of the active yarn and pull that under to hold it tight. As you can see, we've got a nice space to work into there. No fiddly little gaps to try and work into. So I'll continue with the 6 DCs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then the whole point of the magic circle, we'll grab the little cut tail end here, holding on to our stitches and pull it tight. Then we can choose either to slip stitch to close it, or maybe we'll just carry on working in a spiral. It's normally slip stitch to close, but even without that closure, you can see how small and tight it is.
So that's the end of today's tutorial. I hope you found it helpful, and if you'd like to access more stitch tutorials, they're available on my YouTube channel. Or take a look at my website where all my designs are available as kits and patterns for you to crochet yourself.